Okay, the gear wrench, I might return these. 80322 long E-Torx. I don't like them because they fit kind of loose. But they work. It's probably the worst tools out there. Clean up our disgusting starter motor. It looked disgusting. Now it looks way better. Just a little. Totally acceptable. Totally acceptable. It's a 477. I'm ordering parts from this. They only get parts from Europe. And I mean it. OEM parts. They only have them in Europe. It's like, I don't know, rebuilders took over the parts, and then the Chinese took over the parts, then no one made the parts, and then China makes the parts, and China makes more parts, and what happened to the automotive industry since the big sickness and possibly or new leader and the influx of Chinese automotive parts? I mean, that is all you can get. China. Some companies have moved out of the China, and they moved to Taiwan and Vietnam and Philippines. I'm really, really thankful for those companies getting out of there. But the Chinese quality, if you can even put Chinese and quality together, um, explain that. But it's garbage. There was a Chinese starter that I looked at. This piece over here is plastic that holds the snap ring on. It was plastic. This casting was super rough, like a sponge. Over here in the mounting flange, it was all rough, and that's what that's what they're bringing out of China for top dollar. What this this probably was made in USA or Canada, Mexico. This starter, what these top quality starters cost. China is trying to. You need an E5 though to get those things off. I had a shorty E5. I have a whole snap-on kit actually coming, so that's cool because I love the snap-on tools. I gotta go brag. I don't have the snap-on sticker though, the snap-on tattoo. I don't have the snap-on flag, and I'll never get that shit. I don't care about that. I don't know why people put that on their vehicles. Snap-on, like. Why? You see, E5. Short one will not fit on. These fit wobbly though. See, that's what I don't like. See? It's a loose fit. You gotta be real careful with it. That one barely clears. Look at that crap. Yeah, you need it though for starter rebuilding. And on the top, it's a E7 on the can. That's where the brushes go. I think you could just pin with the straws. I'm gonna go probably take it apart like tomorrow maybe. And this thing's loose, like I said. You see it? Watch the wiggle. See the wiggle? You see it. You see it in the camera. The wiggle. It wiggles. Yeah, it's an E7. You see? So you can't get the Delco Remy solenoid in America. No one has them. Get them in Europe though. You can't get the drive in America. You can get them in Europe though. The brush assembly, which is complete with the wire, can't get them in America. Where can you get them? Oh, in Europe. Yeah, it's just the thing I think today actually about the countries that are like on top of the list. America should be on the top of the list, but it's not. It's not, and it won't be. With their poor leadership and the people running the show. Starting from businesses, you see poor leadership, from towns to condo lands, to people running the power company, to the whatever, the oil company, to everything. It's just garbage, selfish, ignorant leadership. And people don't stand up, and they just don't walk away. And that's the only way things will change. But anyway, you can't even get starter parts in America for an American vehicle. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Think of the people who used to make stuff in America. I don't know what's wrong with that. I bet it's the drive. It's messed up. The fork's no longer holding it. The fork could be broken too. I don't know. This feels so clean though compared to what it was. So clean. It's gonna be a beautiful rebuild. Because my Condoland rebuilt starter will be higher quality than what you buy at the store for cheaper price. Yep. Yeah, I'm on the fence with these. I'm probably gonna return them because they're 30 something. I thought I paid less for them. They're 30 something bucks. Yeah, they kind of wiggle wobble. I already have an E4, a Snap-on one, and I don't have a 5, 6, 7, 8. So I have a set of actually Snap-on ones coming, a whole complete set. So I'm gonna have two E4s, but that's fine. And I think I bought some single ones, but they're probably all gonna be screwed up anyway. So I'm just gonna return them. People are gonna hate me more on the internet, but you know, it is what it is. People return my stuff too, and I don't give a shit. I have to give people refunds and everything. This is what it is. I'm not arguing. I just raised the price of my other items. That's what I do. Someone else pays. It's okay. I work like a business. You know, someone screws you over, just raise your price on everything else. All equals out in the end. Oh, that thing's making noise. We're charging that one. It's completely dead. That car still works. Yeah, we're gonna need a battery tender for the wagon. So what else? I don't know. What's their other stupid plans? I don't know. This car really needs nothing except for the about $5,000 of paintless dent removal because there's dents all over it, like worse than ever. Paint job, a bumper, and that's about it. This thing has rusty. Truck has $4,000 of crash damage on the left side, and plus all the other paint damage. It's probably another $4,000. So there we go, about $8,000 of damage all over it. You know, it needs that. So, or else it's not going to be a truck anymore. And this piece of junk with 200,000 miles needs about everything because you run it into the ground, and we just run it all day, all night. And running into the ground some more. This starter motor clicking like this, I don't know, maybe like 300 miles it was like that. And it was only clicking for literally about 4 days. But, you know, 4 days, 4 days, 300 miles. I don't know. Combined trips. So, there's that. This is a PG 260 starter. We'll say that 8 minutes later in the video. The truck has a PG 260 as well, the 94. I put a starter motor on in 2009. That's when you can still get a Delco Remy starter. It actually says it just like that on it. You know, when it was new and made in Mexico. And the can was the same color. You can't get them anymore, and the casting was nice like this. It was a high quality starter. Advanced Auto used to sell them for like 120 bucks. Not anymore, made in China. Lifetime warranty. And then if it is a lifetime warranty, they don't even make it. They're probably going to tell you to go F off. Because it was Western Auto. That's where I bought it from. It was that old. And then Western Auto bought Advanced Auto. And then Advanced Auto has their own brand now, like CarQuest. I don't know. That starter, if it goes bad, I just want to rebuilding it myself. That starter, though, does not have this weird bracket like this on the white truck. It has a different look. The back looks slightly different as well. But yeah, they were like the shit. A PG 260 starter is on like everything. I had no idea. Even like some Japanese and equipment. It's like a super common starter. Just this kind of changes back here, but all this is kind of the same, and the gears are kind of the same. The teeth, you know, 11 tooth or whatever. But this car is a PG 250. The one before this, a little shittier. But yeah, 260 is actually a good unit. Surprising. And that's kind of why I guess the starters kind of sound the same on Whitey and the blue truck. A little bit. I have a slight difference in sound. The new starter sounds much different than this one. New starter sounds stronger, and it has a more zing when the Bendix is in and it's still spinning. It's more of a ring. And this one sounded kind of like dry and worn out. kind of like scratchy sound. Probably because it is worn out. And another thing is, if anybody knows what kind of grease you put in your planetary set, which is somehow in here, I have to figure that out. There's grease you should put around the solenoid where it pops out. So, yeah, we're gonna play around with this. And probably tomorrow we'll take it apart because it's too late right now. Figure out what broke and obtain parts new from Europe or junkyard parts. Not sure yet. But yeah. And I have to fix the alternator. That broke like 3 years ago. I want to go rebuild that. See what's wrong with that. Yeah, this is loose though. That's weird. I don't know. But I just really I'm just rambling, or just a simple part here. Look how small that is. And you cannot get this in Mexico. Which Mexico I think was okay. And Canada is okay because it's close by to America. Think of the time it takes, if they're making shit there to get it over the border, even if the drug cartel and Trudeau has to, make more eyelashes or eyebrows or whatever. So, it was close, but then you have this shit shipped from China on a boat. Like how is this good for an economy? How is this good for a country? It is not good. And it will, like, they actually even open plants here to go make this stuff. And you have all these homeless people and shit, that are probably half-ass skilled as a Chinese worker is, or better. And, all these people they could be hiring into, like, with these, make little factories and rebuild benches and shit. But, no, that'll never happen in this country, I don't think. Well, this never happen anymore. Like, this is not very hard. If I can rebuild a starter in a condo, which I'm going to work on, like, there's no excuse for them not doing this anymore in America, but they won't. It's ridiculous. Anyway, I'm out of here. Upset about this country, really. Are you still a proud American with your American this and American that? I'm not. Because I'm proud of our American values, but, like, our leaders are just terrible. But they just allow this shit to happen. There is an article, I can't find it anymore because Google probably watched it, but it goes way back to like the early 2000s. And Rebestis, like a big company, Rebestis, was in Congress complaining about how they have to do something about these cheap offshore brake parts that is going to destroy the American market. And, yeah, it wasn't the 2000s. We still had Clinton in the 2000s, didn't we? It was 1999, some shit like that. But, they just didn't care. They just didn't care, did nothing, and, what do you see now? Chinese brake pads, Chinese rotors, Chinese drums, Chinese calipers, Chinese wheel cylinders, Chinese springs, Chinese little grommets, Chinese rebuild kits, you name it. Chinese master cylinder, Chinese brake booster, Chinese. What the fuck? I don't know. Nobody cares. That's what it comes down to. How did they allow such a disaster to happen? Look at the border right now. How do they allow such a disaster just to continue on? And people are in the comments right now going, vote blue. Vote blue. Vote blue what? What does that mean, vote blue? What does it mean? Like you're dead, not breathing? Vote blue? I don't know. I sure will not be doing that. Anyway. Starter motor rebuild. It's pretty cool. When shit breaks on your car, always take the old shit apart. Go try to make it work again. And save the OEM box. Throw it in there. And, yeah. Rest is history.